Uh-oh, it looks like the Kremlings took Donkey Kong's bananas. It's Donkey Kong Country on the Season 3 premiere of Power Up! Let's see. Oh, hello there. Happy New Year and welcome to the Season 3 premiere of Power Up. For this week's episode, for this episode, I am going to do, let's see here, in fact, I have this debating what episode to do. But I think I found my episode for this month. I should say not this month, haha. I found it and here it is. Here is the episode. I decided to do Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo. Well, let's go find Donkey Kong's bananas, shall we? Donkey Kong Country was released by Nintendo in 1994, and it was developed by Rare, who would go on to make GoldenEye for the N64. It was one of the first video games for a console to use pre-rendered 3D graphics. The technique was also used in Killer Instinct, another game made by Rare. Well, anyway, the story goes like this. The Kremlings, who are reptilian in appearance, kind of look like alligators, in a way, steal Donkey Kong's banana hoard. So Donkey Kong and his nephew Diddy set out to get his banana hoard back. Thus, that is your goal for the game. Well, at least it takes a break from rescue a princess that a certain other Nintendo game franchise likes to use. I'm not naming names, but you all know. Moving on. The game has a single player and two-player modes. Single player has you starting out as Donkey Kong, but when you find Diddy, you can switch between them at will. Diddy can jump higher, but Donkey can beat tougher enemies. For two-player mode, there are two of them. There's Contest and Team modes. For Contest, both players have a Donkey and Diddy of their own to control, and compete to complete the levels. Whereas Team mode has two players controlling one Donkey and Diddy Kong team. So what that means, one player is Donkey and the other player is Diddy Kong. Along the way, some of the Kong family will help you out. For instance, Candy Kong saves your game, Donkey Kong lets you revisit past areas, and Cranky, well, he's just there. You know, besides spouting out some game tips, he's basically there to berate the Donkey and Diddy for something like, if I was your age, we didn't need fancy graphics and all that fun and stuff. But anyway, yeah. Moving on, strewn throughout the worlds are animal hoppers as well. So, Remy the Rhino, Expresso the Ostrich, Guard the Swordfish, Winky the Frog, and Squawks the Parrot. Squawks is the only animal out of these that you can't ride. He appears in a cave level with a light to guide you. And the other ones are pretty cool too. Rambi can charge stuff. Espresso can float with his little wings. I know, do ostriches even have wings? I don't know, I'll have to look that up. And Guard can attack sea enemies, because of course he's a swordfish, so he can attack underwater enemies, which is very helpful. And Winky the Frog can jump super high, and even take out the bees known as zingers, which is pretty cool. And as a side note, this game also spawned two sequels. The Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest, yeah, get it? Conquest? And Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie's Double Trouble. Hey, that rhymes a little bit. Both of these sold quite a bit, and I'll probably review those at a later time. And also, all three of these Donkey Kong Country Super Nintendo games were made available on the Game Boy Advance. And the first Donkey Kong Country was also available on the Game Boy Color as well. So, my recommendation is well recommended. If you see these games like in cartridge form, and I think they're on the Wii Virtual Console too, please give these games a try. They're very fun to play and very challenging at times as well. But I assure you, you'll have lots of fun going back and bumping, crumbling butt. And also to note before we wrap this up, the Retro Studios made Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Wii, which is very fun, and also I'll have to review that at a later time as well. But all in all, this game, the Donkey Kong Country series, especially this game in particular, highly recommended. Please buy this game any way you can. And of course, as usual, if you live in or around South St. Paul, Minnesota, or the Twin Cities metro area in particular, please visit my good friends at Level Up Games. And as usual, here's the address and their website as well. Hello. And as usual, I also, if you're seeing this on YouTube, please rate and subscribe to my channel. And also, I have a website where I do stop motion stuff and the live action stuff like these episodes. And those two sites are skakinbacon.com/skakinbaconmedia for the live action. And for the stop motion, it's skakinbacon.com/SBA. Well, thank you again for watching the season premiere. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode of Power Up!